Good morning, good night, and good welcome to the Jamie Grace Show. I am Jamie Grace, and I'm so glad that you joined me. You should probably be at home, like in the bed. Well, you might be at home, but you should be in the bed, like getting ready for school or work, or I don't know, ironing your khakis for a new day of new beginnings. I have no idea, but instead of doing those things, you're hanging out with me, and I could not be more grateful. And I also need to point out that I know I'm not wearing a onesie, but don't worry, there's a method to the madness, and you will find out very, very soon. Leave a comment if you think you can figure out what's going on before I actually announce it. Tonight's show is special because I have a co-host. My co-host is...
me, Morgan, Harper, Nichols. That is my name.
What's
up, everybody?
My big sister stayed up past her bedtime to hang out with us tonight. How cool is that?
Woo! I'm definitely normally not doing things that are functioning in society after about like 8:30. So I must really love my sister and you guys. So I figured I'd do it this one time. Why not?
Honestly, you can tell the difference because my Snapchat goes alive at like 1 a.m. and Morgan's Snapchat comes alive at like 8 a.m. So
yeah,
you can tell the difference.
Totally opposite people.
Well, I'm glad that you chose to hang out with us anyway. You guys, well, let me rephrase that. I think I'm glad that Morgan chose to hang out with us. I'm kind of annoyed that she chose to hang out with us because the main reason why she's here is to clear up some business. Here's the thing, you guys, like, she thinks she knows a lot. She thinks she's so smart because she's the big sister. She thinks she knows what's going on.
Oh, you know.
She's not really here for any awesome reason.
I am the wise one.
Whatever.
Yes.
She is here.
I am the wise one.
She's really just here to tell me that I'm wrong about things. As you guys know.
I am.
Whatever. I'm right.
I will say that.
I'm always right.
I'm fine with saying that.
Little sisters know way more than older sisters. Everybody knows it. She'll get over it soon. The reality is, you guys, is that most evenings begin with a bedtime story, and you know that that is what I'm here to give to you.
I'm already
Cue music.
Oh my gosh.
You are ridiculous. So Morgan and I what are we? Like 2 years apart, Morgan? Yeah.
I guess I should cover my mouth. That's the polite thing to do.
Yeah, you should. Be respectable.
Kids, bad manners.
Whatever. Morgan and I are 2 years apart, which Morgan likes to say we're 21 months apart, but whatever.
No, it's the opposite. It's the opposite.
Well,
we're 2 years apart, and you like to say we're 21 months apart.
Well, it just depends, because I think my thing is, like, I used to want to be twins, and you wouldn't let me be twins with you. No. I asked you so nicely our whole childhood. I'm like, please let me be twins. Please let me be twins. And you wouldn't let me be twins.
No, I had my own space in the 1990s.
Okay, I'm practically born in 1990. I'm practically...
You weren't. But you weren't.
Okay.
In that case, I was practically born in 1989.
Literally, no, you were born in 1990. I was like born in 1991. So close to 1990. I might as well just be your twin. So whatever. Morgan and I are twins. We've been lying about our ages all this time. We're really both 24 going on 25.
That's how rumors get started.
But our whole childhood, Morgan has just like, she's a great big sister. I'll give her that. I mean, she taught me how to play guitar. She buys me food sometimes. So she's a nice person in general. But Morgan's the kind of sister where, like, at my second birthday party, she stole all of my presents before I could even get to them. When I was like 8 and 9 years old, she told everybody that my real mom was a cardboard cutout of this random like grocery store display that we had in our church basement. And she also lied to me and told me that she went on a hot air balloon trip when she never really went. And I didn't find out that she didn't actually go until we were in our 20s. This is not funny.
That was your fault for believing
It was not my fault. You told me something and I should believe.
Who lets a 7-year-old get on a hot air balloon with an 8-year-old, one of our friends?
I thought that maybe you guys got permission from mom and you guys got to go, and I just didn't. I missed the opportunity.
Let me give you guys a real story time. All right, here we go. So here's the story. It was somewhere around 1997. Where there was like a big festival happening in our small town, and my sister and some of the kids from our church and myself, we were all running around playing. Jamie decided to distance herself from us.
I probably wasn't distancing myself. I was probably being told to leave, just like that one time you told me to leave you alone at Disney World and you got me lost. But that's for another episode.
There's a possibility, but
Carry
I don't remember.
Whatever. Jamie was distancing herself. Carry on. Tell your story.
Tell your story. Will not stay on my head. Oh my gosh.
Anyway. Maybe that's the Lord trying to tell you you don't deserve hats. This is time for the covering to come off.
It's a part of my brand.
The truth will set you free.
Stay
carry on with your balloon story.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Anyway,
I was distancing
so,
myself.
Jamie was distancing herself from us. Don't know why. So it was me and the other girl, and we were just playing around. And there was a hot air balloon. There actually was an actual hot air balloon outside. And we were like, ooh, it'll be so fun to ride on a hot air balloon. So we started talking about that. Jamie shows up about 5 minutes later, and she was like, where'd you guys go? She was the one that ran off. So I don't know why she was so confused by us going somewhere else. So she came back and she was like, where'd you guys go? And I was like, oh, we rode on a hot air balloon over there, that hot air balloon. And Jamie's face just like dropped. Like,
as it should have. That is so rude to go without
like,
me
for
whatever reason.
It was such like a cheap prank. Like I didn't even think that she would believe it. I spent like no effort in trying to convince her that it actually happened. I just kind of said it flippantly, like, oh yeah, we were in a hot air balloon. Like, almost kind of sarcastic.
Long story short, like 15 years later, me, Morgan, and the other friend, who is Brianna, and now still a friend of mine, the three of us are sitting in a Starbucks, and Morgan and Brianna just casually said, yeah, remember that time we convinced you that we were in a hot air balloon? And I just don't know if I've forgiven them. I still haven't. So they lied to me, y'all, for like 15 years.
She found out that day, 15 years
Horrendous.
later.
Big sisters are the worst. Well, they're the best, but the worst.
That was all her fault. I mean, to believe something that unbelievable, it's on you. It's on you.
Is it that I believed in something unbelievable, or is it that I trusted you so much and you completely betrayed every ounce of that trust?
I don't know, but I don't feel bad for you.
Whatever. So the reason why Morgan is actually here is not because she's really sweet and loves Jamie Grace and the Jamie Grace show. It's because she wants to tell everyone the truth and set the record straight about a story that I recently told on the Jamie Grace show about when she and I were chased by a cow. Now,
let me put my hat back on. Sorry. Let me put my hat back on.
Oh my gosh.
You continuity errors. You won't have those.
Oh, no one cares. So, long story short, you guys already know the truth of the story. You know, we're running out that. Well, I'm not going to tell you all that. Go back and watch last week's episode. You know everything that's true about the story. The whole thing is true. Morgan has a different ending to the story. Once the cow actually started chasing us in the middle of the night in the middle of Texas somewhere, Morgan doesn't believe, like her memory does not serve her right, that I was the one that walked out of the gate and got into a complete shock because a cow was coming. I was a little girl and a cow was coming and I was in shock and I didn't want her to get cow murdered. Except Morgan believes that. Go ahead, clear it up for all your fans.
Okay, so it's not that I believe that you wanted to do me any harm, but I definitely think you kind of play up the innocence factor of like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I was so shocked. I was in shock. So,
but who does know what they're doing?
Get killed. So, I mean, I remember her facial expression. It was like no concern on her face that I was moments away from being mauled by a cow.
You're the worst.
She closes the gate. She closes it. She literally stared at me so blankly.
I was staring at the cow.
Like, is she dead? Like, is it even possible that she's still alive at this point? Like, how could she care so little about my well-being? Y'all, she just stared at me like this.
You are such a liar. This is not what happened.
But when Jamie tells the story, she was frantic.
I was terrified. Oh my gosh.
She didn't know what to do.
It's getting warm in here.
And I was like, okay, I get it. It was pretty scary. But somebody who doesn't know what to do, like when people are stunned, they just stand still. But she had the time to save herself and then become stunned. That's the issue that I have with the story.
The shock didn't come into play until
I
had a moment to reflect on the fear and the scariness that I was facing. I promise I didn't want you to get cow murdered. I promise.
After you saved yourself.
You are the worst.
And the little boy, it was like, well, I saved myself, so now I can freak out and panic.
Look, I saved 2 out of 3. I feel like that's a pretty good ratio to start freaking out after that.
Oh my god. I have just never seen someone be that shocked and afraid that they save themselves and then they watch in awe. Like,
Yeah. Well, it
wow,
happens.
I can't believe I'm safe, even though my sister is about to get mauled by a cow.
Okay.
So I was
Wow.
literally like yanking on the fence, like, Jamie, open the gate. And I had to say that like 6 times. And then eventually she like swung it open.
Well, okay. If you want to believe
That's how it
that,
actually ends.
then fine. That's not how it actually ends. If you want to believe that, then you're probably an older sibling that thinks you know everything. But if you know the truth, you're probably a younger sibling that understands the fear and the pain that comes along with
the
shock
fear.
when
Oh,
you
the
think
fear.
your sister's going to get cow murdered, and you'll understand that I knew what I was doing all along. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but Morgan Harper Nichols is stuck with us for the rest of the night. I know, she's crazy, but she's stuck with us for the whole show. So make sure you stick around because it's
Whole show.
gonna
Oh
be
my gosh. What did I
crazy. You're
sign up
watching
for?
the Jamie Grace Show. Hey, Mom. Okay, I know this is crazy, but just roll with me. I have an idea. So the other night, I was on Twitter. Yeah, like 1, 2 a.m. kind of normal stuff. And I was thinking about how like fun it would be if we were all like hanging out together, like me and everybody on Twitter. It's like, kind of weird. But we started talking about like watching movies, and then we were tweeting about like the food we eat, playing games, like just everything. Pizza, tacos, Princess Diaries, High School Musical, just like all my favorite stuff just kind of mixed in one, and it just turned into like this crazy Twitter thread of just like craziness and awesomeness and excitement. And then I kind of started thinking that it can maybe be the answer to the plans we've been wanting to make, but like didn't know what to do about that. The whole like, what am I gonna do for my birthday situation? So I was wondering, like, well, you had the same idea? No. Okay, hold on, okay. Okay, but no, if we're both on the same page, that's good, because then we're talking about, like, my birthday, like, not being a small thing, like, not just me, Morgan, Dad, and Pat. Like, we're talking, like, a full-on, open to the public, like, birthday concert with all my favorite things included, like giveaways of my favorite stuff, rambling, like people can come in their onesies if they want to, Jamie Gray Show style. But I don't know, it's kind of weird because it's like my birthday's really close and I probably have to have new music out. I mean, like I'm ready if you're ready. Like it's done, it's been done, so I'm ready to release stuff. The guys of the lyric video should be pretty soon. I mean, I don't know. It's not a problem on my end. Like that song, that one, that one with Matt. Yeah, I think that song makes the most sense. So it just feels good. So we could release it, like or around. Okay. Well, the only thing is on my birthday, it's on Black Friday. And people are probably gonna be shopping. I'll be sleeping, but they'll be shopping. So we could do it the day after. Like on the 26th instead of the 25th. Okay, that works. So Saturday night, November 26th, party with Jamie Grace, new music, all that stuff. But where are we gonna have it? Trying to figure out where would be a good place to party. Welcome to the Jamie Gray Show, guys. I'm glad that you're here. Morgan Harper Nichols is still here. Say hey, Morgan.
Hey, Morgan. I mean, hey.
Okay,
Still
good
here.
job, good job. I'm surprised that she's still here, that she's still awake, but I'm glad she's sticking it out with us. Guys, this is a fun show for me because even though Morgan and I live on two complete opposite sides of the world, kind of, sort of, not actually at all, but even though we don't live anywhere near each other, we still like to hang out, we still like to get together, even though we have our sibling rivalries, which 90% of it is telling stories completely differently and then getting mad at each other because the stories have different outcomes. We are definitely best friends and we love hanging out. We love doing things together, spending time together. People always say that that's not possible, that that's not a thing that siblings should have. And we understand that sometimes life throws curveballs, but ultimately we really truly think that families should try as hard as they can to love each other, to be best friends with each other, to work together, to hang out together, to go to college together even. I'm sure Morgan was so happy when I followed her to college, but
Yeah, Jamie has a really sweet spiel here, but honestly, it's just because Jamie's rich and famous and lives the glamorous life, so
yeah,
I just like
I'm
to
super
mooch
rich
off of her success and just hang out with her. So yeah, if you go to her house, there are paparazzi like all in the bushes all the time. So if you ever need more Instagram followers or any of that, just go find Jamie, hang out at her house. So that's really what it's just about, hanging out with celebrities. And I happen to be a sister to a celebrity, so I'm just hanging out with the
But
celebrities.
real talk though, like,
that's why we're so
in real
close.
talk, like if you do keep a good relationship with your sister, you never know how cool she's gonna be, so it might work to your advantage. Like, I've gotten so much free graphic design work because Morgan's really good at graphic design.
I thought you were about to say, like, I've gotten so much cooler. I was about to be like,
No.
wait a minute. Wait a
Not
minute.
at all.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm for
That's
real.
not
Like,
your
I
phrase.
get
Wait a
to...
minute.
Wait a minute, you're not
Yeah.
cool enough to say that. Sorry. Sorry to break it to
Excuse
you.
me.
You're like 100 years old. Y'all, Morgan's almost 30. Ah.
30's a new 30. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all, my jokes are horrible tonight. I'm so sorry.
They really are. They're kind of slacking. You're trying though,
It's so
and that's what's
depressing.
cute.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really proud of you. Well, in the spirit of siblings being besties, I figured that I would try out a little bit of a trivia to see which of us knows the other one better, because I feel like that'd be really genius. I'm probably gonna win. So I have this official Jamie Gray Show scoreboard. Do you see it? I'm FaceTiming her. Do you see my official scoreboard?
Oh, yes, I see the scoreboard.
It's official because it has a logo on it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just a
that's pretty
sticker,
official.
you guys. Yeah, I know.
Pretty official.
And basically, I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions. Actually, I'm gonna ask questions about Morgan, and then at the count of 3, we have to say the answer. Now, obviously, Morgan's gonna say the right answer, and I'm gonna say what I think is the right answer, and hopefully I will get it right. And if I get it right, then I get a little tally on my side. Then we'll do the same questions all over again and we'll ask them about me. I will say the right answer and Morgan will say what she thinks the answer is. Do you get it, Morgan?
Gotcha. Yes, I got it.
I'm so proud of you and proud of myself that I could explain that. Okay, on the count of 3, we are going to say Morgan's favorite Disney princess. 1, 2, 3. Pocahontas. I knew it.
I feel
Okay,
like
I get a
kinda
point.
covered it. I feel like you thought of it before I did. I was like, Disney princess, because I was like, she's not really considered a princess. To me, she's a princess, but they don't really count her as a princess. So it took me a while to figure out if we were going to say the same thing, and we did.
They don't really count her as one of the princesses?
I mean, she's never on like the little princess backpacks, so I don't know.
That's just disrespectful.
I mean, not that I've looked at Disney princess backpacks, but whatever. Moving forward.
Here is question number 2. Okay, if Morgan could speak any language other than English, she would speak. 1, 2, 3. Spanish.
Ugh.
Hey!
Wow, you're really good at
I
this.
almost said French, but
I almost
I
said
think
French.
really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's funny. Okay, Morgan's favorite book of the Bible is 1, 2, 3, Habakkuk.
You really do know
I'm
me,
so
huh?
good at this. I mean, I did get to pick the questions too, so I mean, that's a little... I did kind of
yeah,
cheat.
it totally is
So,
an advantage.
I feel like you just caught that, but whatever, who cares? Okay, all right. My sister's favorite font is 1, 2, 3, Helvetica.
24 by John Foreman, Switchfoot.
I said font.
Oh, font. I thought you said song. Okay, all right.
Well, clearly.
Did you say Helvetica?
Yeah.
That's so 2013.
What's your favorite font?
Like Avenir.
That's my favorite. I mean.
But you don't use enough kerning on yours. I like it with a lot of kerning.
No one even knows what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
All right.
But actually, I do like Helvetica. I just used it in my video yesterday. Sorry.
My sister wants how many kids? 1, 2, 3. 3. Got another one? Okay.
Pick the question.
My next question is, my sister's favorite color is...
Red.
1, 2, red. I was gonna say red.
It actually isn't even red anymore. It's actually green. I forgot. I was just looking at the color red.
Green?
I love green.
No offense, Minnesota.
It's
Well,
like
whatever.
the forest and trees. Green's
Okay. My sister's dream car is 1, 2, 3.
Mercedes
That Mercedes
G-Series.
thing.
Yeah.
Got him. Next is...
You kind of did it,
my
though, because you said that Mercedes thing. That could be...
You know what that means.
Anyway, moving forward.
My sister's favorite football team is 1, 2, 3. The Dallas Cowboys.
No question about that.
It's really easy. And last question is, my sister's favorite pizza place is 1, 2, 3. Papa John's or Giordano's?
You answered that so assertively. I don't even know. You don't get a point for that one. Because I didn't know. The answer
You always
would have been,
pick
I don't
Papa
know.
John's.
I mean, sometimes. But I also like, like local spots too. No offense, Papa John's. I love you too. You're awesome. But
okay,
yeah,
whatever.
You don't get that one. I don't have a favorite pizza place.
You stink.
I think it's
now
that
you
place
have
in
to.
the airport in Washington D.C.
That you will never buy me pizza from. Whatever.
Sorry.
Okay, now you have to answer them about me.
Same
so
questions?
This is Jamie. Yes, Jamie's favorite Disney princess is 1, 2, 3. Mulan.
Yeah,
yes,
I got one.
You got it. Because I think I'm Asian. And if my sister could speak any other language than English, it would be 1, 2, 3.
Tagalog.
Spanish. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to lose at this. Because you talk so much and you say so many things. It's so hard.
No, that is kind of fair. I do have lots of favorites and I do talk a lot.
I know, because I could have said Japanese. I could have said Korean.
Literally any Asian language would go. So I will, Pacific Islander, I'll go with Tagalog. So I'll let you have that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Jamie's favorite book of the Bible is 1, 2, 3. Job.
Yay!
Did you know that for real?
Yes. You've said it a million times.
I feel like, I don't know if it's sweet that you know me or if you just think I run my mouth all the time.
You talk a lot.
Whatever.
The reason why I get them right is because you talk a lot. But because the reason why you get mine right is because you stalk a lot. You stalk a lot. So.
That's actually really true. Okay, next question before my battery dies is my sister. Oh, what is my sister's favorite font? 1, 2, 3.
Avenir.
Avenir.
Yay.
Yes, that's it. Okay, and how many kids does my sister want? 1, 2, 3.
15.
A million.
Okay, 15 and a million is about the same, so.
That works. That works. That works. Okay, Jamie's favorite color is 1, 2, 3. Pink.
Why'd you have to say it like that? Pink.
You're answering them like it's a kindergarten class, and they're like, "What color is the piggy?" Pink.
Same thing as that little boy.
An avocado. Thanks. Okay, Jamie's dream car is 1, 2, 3. The thing.
Yellow thing. The thing. Oh yeah, that's an actual thing. Okay, here we go. Here goes the whole story.
Okay, no, I'm not even gonna give a story because I feel discouraged to talk. I thought you were the storyteller, but clearly you only care about telling your own stories. So
Not my stories,
you
just
get a
relevant
penalty
stories.
for being rude.
A penalty, okay. All
Yes.
right. Only 'cause I've
New
gotten them all
rules.
right
You
this
can't
morning.
get penalties for being rude. All your points get taken. I'm just kidding. Okay, next question. This is easy. My sister's favorite football team is 1, 2, 3.
Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. Super
Obviously.
simple. Next question. Oh, last question. My sister's favorite pizza place is Pizza.
Hut. Yeah, Pizza Hut. I said it. Oh no! Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Jamie Gray Show. So, a few seconds ago, I had a camera glitch. One of my producers, JG, is gonna get fired tonight for forgetting to charge the camera properly, and I'm extremely disappointed in JG. So we're one producer short of the show. So we're now hiring show.jamiegrace.com.
Gotta let JG go.
JG is dumb.
Crazy.
Completely forgot to charge the camera, and now we're on the backup, but it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. This is the final scoreboard from the trivia game that we played. See, this camera doesn't even do the right lighting. Good job, JG. Hope you're packing your suitcase, and I hope you're already gone and you've already bought your ticket to Paris, where you will be spending your unpaid vacation. And I hope you do a good job there working for whoever lives in Paris. Anyways, this is the final score from the game. I think Morgan won, even though she does have a penalty for being rude throughout the course of the sister trivia game. So congratulations, Morgan. Give yourself a hand. You won.
Yay! Good job, Morgan.
Blah, blah, blah. Who cares?
Good job.
Who cares? Who cares? Hey, Morgan.
I realized, you realize I just patted myself on my back, but I was actually just patting my shoulders.
That's so embarrassing.
Because in my mind, I was like, oh, they need to be able to see me patting my back, but I ended up just patting my shoulders.
Do you feel like that it...
Oh my gosh.
Do you like kind of... Do you like hug yourself often? Like, do you pat yourself on the back often at home? Like...
No, that was the first time
First
I've
time.
ever
Okay,
done that
so
in my entire
okay, cool.
life.
Do you also ever talk to yourself? Like, do you ever feel yourself talking back to yourself?
Yes, I talk to myself all the time.
Do you talk back?
Yeah, sometimes.
So, like, what kind of thing? Like, do you say, like, hey, Morgan, how's your day? Oh, it's going great, girl.
Well, no. I talk to myself about, like... I really do talk to myself. I talk to myself about, like, things that other people could challenge me on. So I'll, like, ask myself, like, devil's advocate type questions. So,
okay, that's valid.
for instance, yeah. But, like, I'll ask them aloud. So I'm sure it sounds crazy.
Why do you have to ask them aloud if it's you?
I don't know. I just need to hear my own voice. I need to hear the question being asked.
Okay.
So I'm prepared if the moment ever comes.
Well, let's maybe table that issue, and we'll come back to that when we have some licensed professionals that can further help us. But right now, I'm actually entering the segment of the show where I need people to think you're cool. So we're gonna leave that behind us.
We'll just act like that never happened.
Yeah, well, it didn't. So
you can edit all of this out.
Yeah, like I kind of want to edit it out, but I kind of think it might be time for an intervention. So it might not be fair to not give you the help you need. You know what I mean?
That's what this is really about.
That's what it's really about. Hey, real talk, you just did a new YouTube video, or I don't even know if it's out yet. I could be spoiling something, sorry, but I got to see it. Well,
yeah, it's not.
I got to see it before it was out, but it's,
Yes,
I won't tell people what it's about yet, but it's kind of like an intro to kind of like more of who you are. Like, people know who you are, but I think it's really cool that you're kind of owning this narrative a little bit and really sharing who you are and stuff, and you really kind of, well, I'm not trying to spoil it, but you really do share your story, and it's really cool that you do that, and I loved the video so much, and I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. Yes, I think it'll come out tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
So you can make sure you check out my YouTube channel for that. It's not like a big grand reveal or anything. It's just sort of me just sharing the things that I kind of have already been sharing on live streaming and through my music and through my blog, but on YouTube this time, and in a more professional video format. So I'm pretty proud of it. I mean, it's not a long video, but I can't wait to share it with you guys. So that'll come out tomorrow, so make sure you go check out my YouTube channel. And yeah, you can find out all about it there.
Yeah, and you guys make sure that you subscribe to Morgan's channel, because her channel has some really exciting things coming up, and you could only see them on her YouTube page. So make sure you subscribe at youtube.com/whatever is on the screen. And then
Thank
you
you.
guys can become subscribers to Morgan's new videos. Her exciting event!
What?
Well,
Craziness.
people know you, like you said, you do periscopes and live streams and stuff. Like, you do a lot, and it's in a good way. Like, you're always doing awesome videos or courses about branding or about ministry, about storyteller this, and like how to really, really own who you are and to share that with the world and showing people that you don't have to be famous to take on this platform that is your life. What's kind of your, like, I already know the answer to this question because I am privileged to be your sister, but what's kind of the goal behind all of this? Like, the goal behind this whole storyteller, you're a storyteller, work your brand, own who you are. Like, what's kind of your plan? Like, I feel like I'm asking such a sarcastic question. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's like, what's the point
No.
of all of this?
But like,
No, but that's a really good
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
Those are
yeah.
the kind of questions that I ask myself, like when I'm alone in my house, and I ask them aloud to myself. So I'm prepared to answer them in times like
that's
this.
good.
But the reason why is because I truly believe that everyone has a story, but we've kind of gotten to the point where people say that a lot and everybody kind of knows, like, yeah, I have a story. But what I found is that people aren't really telling their stories.
Yeah.
People don't, maybe they're like me, which most of my life I have felt like my story wasn't good enough. I felt like no one would want to listen to me because I hadn't been through anything really crazy according to the world standards. I didn't have some, crazy background that will make people say, wow, look at what you've been through. And because of that, I was just kind of like, why would I ever sing? Why would I ever share? Why would I ever write? Why would I ever open my mouth? Why would I ever do ministry? And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. So for me, it's more of Storyteller Sunday, the Storyteller fam, our actual community, which is on Facebook and on Instagram. The reason for all of that is to just give people a platform where they can see that it's okay to talk about the things that God has done in your life. And whether you're on one extreme or the other, whether you've done things that you aren't proud of and you don't know how to talk about it, or you've kind of had what you might say is a boring life, wherever you fall on that spectrum, I just want to be someone who creates a platform for you to start telling your story. And there's a passage of scripture in Psalms that actually says, let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. And I absolutely love that verse because it just really points to telling your story and not just knowing that you have a story, not just knowing that you've been through things in your life, but actually opening your mouth and actually sharing, and actually, whether it's to a coworker, whether it's through your song or through your YouTube channel, wherever it is, tell your story.
I love that. That's so good, and that's so, that's so like who you are, and that's who our family is. Like, we were so raised that way, and it's so cool to, like, I think it's really cool for me, like, for us to be, like, I don't know, raised with this, like, passion and this drive to encourage people and to, like, love on people.
Yeah.
And now we're both, like, adults, and that's what we do for a living. And the fact that we get to do it together, that's cool, but the fact that I really, like, get to cheer you on in that and, like, see you living that out, like, it's like seeing you live out the purpose that I, like, watched you, like, grow up and strive for, and, like, now you're, like, old and you're actually living that out. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's just super cool.
Yeah.
No, that's just super cool to
Well,
watch you live that out.
Thanks. Yeah, I really do feel like the pieces are coming together. No pun intended.
Have brought the pieces together.
But,
Made me that storyteller. Now I know it as well.
That was the original way I sang
That's
it.
the story
We had to change it at the last minute.
Down. That's the story.
Wow.
That's
It's
the
so
story.
late.
The story on time.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I have so much fun doing that. Do you remember when we were, like, in high school or something, and we wanted to start that YouTube channel called I Spoiled and I Ruined, where we did nothing but spoil the ending of movies? Like, we would act like it was a movie review, and then we would spoil it.
That was yeah. Why did we want to do that?
And then it was I Ruin, and we were gonna ruin a bunch of songs. But then, like, Miranda Sings got big, and we were like, oh, we don't want to look like we're copying off of her.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. Wow, we're some obnoxious little creatures.
We were literally gonna make a YouTube channel and like start. We were gonna say like, here's a movie trailer or here's a movie review for this movie, and then we were gonna do a spoiler right at the beginning and just spoil it for people and just. We were really bad.
Now that part of it, I thought we were going to tell people they were spoilers. I didn't know you were planning on doing sneak attack spoilers.
Yeah, I would. Why would you tell them it's going to be a spoiler?
That's another level.
Because it's hilarious.
I'm not trying to get death threats.
You just wear, you put on a mask.
People are serious about their shows and their movies.
Well, especially these days, like Twitter.
I mean, think about how you are.
Okay. Well, it's like I just don't like to know what happens.
I can't even go to a movie and come back and say, "Hey, Jamie, it was good," before I even say it.
Because you can see someone's face.
Oh my gosh,
I don't like to know.
You're gonna give it.
I don't like to know if she enjoyed it, if she hated it, if she loved it, if she kind of loved it. Because I know Morgan.
So why would you want to do that to other people? Do unto others as you would.
Okay. We were talking about my childhood, okay? My childhood issues that I had. Adult Jamie Grace is a better person, okay?
Okay. This interview is not about Jamie Grace. It's about Morgan Harper Nichols. So, moving forward, let's move on.
Okay, fine. Hey, I do want to make sure that we need to talk about Quiet Women Co. because it's so amazing, and I want to make sure everybody knows about it and that everyone is following that page. So tell me what's up with it.
Yeah. Well, thanks. And we actually do have a YouTube channel that's going to be coming back to life probably realistically in 2017, which isn't that far away. But Quiet Women Co. is a community that I started back in 2012 for young single Christian women. And I started it for that specifically because I got married when I was 20 years old, and 2 years into marriage, there were a lot of young ladies that I worked with and people that I would meet doing music, and they would ask me so many questions about how did I know like my husband was the one, like how did I know to get married so young and all of these things. And I didn't really feel like I had answers, kind of back to the whole storyteller thing and just feeling like no one would want to listen to what I had to say because my husband was my first boyfriend. Like I didn't have like some crazy dating history. I was like, nobody's going to want to listen to how I got married or how we are who we are. The reason why I started this ministry, Quiet Women Co., the name came from quite the women that God will have for us to be. And I just started it, and the reason why it has that name was just because I was like, well, I don't really know how to put these thoughts into words to share with people, but I do love to write, so maybe I can try to write some blog posts to encourage young single Christian women. And even that was just kind of baffling to me because I was like, I really don't feel like this is something I'm equipped to do, but I really, honestly, I know it was the Lord who was putting it on my heart because it just kept coming up and I kept thinking about it. So finally, I was like, all right, I'm just going to write this blog post and just be done with it and move forward. So long story short, I ended up writing this blog post, and it was called 40 Questions to Ask Yourself Before You Date a Guy. I wrote that in October of 2012. I put it up on the blog, and then after I put it up, I just didn't even share it with anybody. I just let it sit on the website, and I just kind of left it alone. Well, 2 months later, I actually got an email from a guy who was 18 years old, and he was an atheist. And he had found this blog post, and he was ripping it to shreds. He was talking about, like, you're crazy for telling people to wait to have sex. You're crazy for talking about all these things. Like, nobody believes in this stuff. And I couldn't even be upset because I was like, I mean, I don't even, like, know how you found this random blog post on this random blog that no one's even reading. I was like, this is just so out of the blue. So I told my husband Patrick about it, and he was like, well, have you been to the website at all? Like, have you looked at it? So I was like, no, I haven't. So when we got home, I looked up the website, and I pulled up the blog, and come to find out that I completely forgot that I had uploaded it to Pinterest. And this is back when Pinterest wasn't really as big as it is now, and even now some people don't know what Pinterest is. But it's a social media platform where people share lots of ideas and blog posts and things like that. And it had been pinned to this day. I forget the original number, but to this day it had been pinned like 500,000 times, like something just totally ridiculous. This one blog post that I wrote, and there were all these comments, and people were like, oh, can you please write more like this? Can you please write more blog posts and share this? So I started writing more blog posts, and people were like, can you write more devotionals? And I was like, what devotionals? They're like, you know, the blog posts that you're writing, they're devotionals. I was like, okay, so I guess we're writing devotionals now. And then people were saying, well, can you write something? You know, I'm not exactly young, so can you write something for me? So I was like, all right, I'll try. And then people were like, well, I'm in a relationship. Can you write something for me? And I'm like, why are people wanting me to write things? And I kind of talk about this even on my channel, about how it wasn't, I started to realize that it wasn't so much about like, oh, I was just this amazing prolific writer and everyone just wanted a word from me. But it was when I decided to be obedient to what God was telling me to do, and he was telling me to share my story, and he was telling me to share what I knew of his word. And when I did that, that's literally when it started to explode. Well, I shouldn't say literally explode, because it didn't literally explode. But you see what I'm saying? It exploded in ways more than I could imagine. And right now, it reaches, I believe, about 200,000 women on a regular basis. That's between Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Tumblr, and our mailing list combined. That's our current reach. And it's just been really good to see what God has done with that, and it's blowing my mind every single day. And now we have a lot of other writers who contribute. So if you're a woman who likes to write, and you know you believe in the message that we talk about over there, you can check that out at qwcdevos.com. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And kind of our main sort of hangout spot is Instagram, though. So there's one yes, really. There's one post that we do every single day at 7 p.m. Central Time. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every single day.
Yeah.
So
she's not joking either about that every single day post. I mean, Morgan and I have we've been in the grocery store sometimes, and she'll be like, I need to do my post. And literally she'll take time. Most of the time she has a schedule, she has a plan, and she has people that can help her handle it. But she's very serious about it, very intentional about the ministry aspect of this, the encouraging side of this. And I'm proud of you, Morgan, for how far you have brought all of this Quiet Women Co. stuff. You're so amazing, and you're just so great. I'm so proud to call you my sister, and I'm so glad you're rich and famous.
I also don't know what this face is. Oh,
I can't see it, so I guess I'll see it once I edit this. Oh no.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's not cute or anything, so.
Well, you're already married, though, so you can do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Hey, so your Instagram and Twitter and Facebook is all Morgan H. Nichols, right?
Yes, it is. Except my YouTube channel, it's the One Lone Ranger, just like Jamie.
I know.
It's so random. It's Morgan Music 1. So ITS Morgan Music 1. Like numero 1.
What's your Snapchat?
Same, Morgan H. Nichols. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I don't know your Snapchat because it's just because I have your phone number, so I just text you and get your Snapchat.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Morgan. Yes. Morgan, you're 30 years old. Thank you so much, Morgan, for joining. All the 30-year-olds are about to comment and give me the hardest time.
My friend Lori just turned
30
yesterday. You're amazing,
and I love you.
And also,
who turned 30?
Lori. She's another YouTuber. That's
Lori,
really
who?
cool.
Oh, your friend Lori. Yeah. Lori is a great YouTuber. I gotta have Lori on the show.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she just got it. I think. Wait, maybe I shouldn't talk. Well, it's on Instagram. Yeah, she just got a really cool deal with a home store. I forget.
Nice.
Yeah. She's legit.
Okay, well, check out Lori as well, guys, on Instagram and YouTube and everything. Morgan, thank you so much for crashing the Jamie Gray show tonight. I loved having you so much. And for everybody watching, thank you so much for sticking out a whole half hour, probably less, with me tonight. I love you so much. I'm so sorry JG got fired. That was super awkward, and I'm really sorry that you guys had to witness me yelling at JG as JG left and went to Paris to its new job. But everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. Make sure you subscribe to the Jamie Gray show and subscribe to Morgan. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. I miss you already. I think that's what I say. Okay, bye.
Bye.